Today we're checking out the all-new iPhone 17 Pro. I thought about going with the Pro Max, but it was already a couple weeks out for this color, so I thought I would try the smaller one. I've also got the official clear case and the cosmic orange case to match it. If you're looking for a case for your iPhone 17 Pro, I'll have a case video out here shortly. Obviously the design on the back is a little bit different now. It now has a larger battery because of the new design. They also switched from titanium to aluminum. It is a tad heavier though, 206 grams versus 199. It also now goes up to 3000 nits peak brightness. They've also increased the performance now that it has the A19 Pro chip. It's got 12 gigabytes of RAM and it starts with 256 gigabytes of storage. I believe you have to go with the Pro Max to get the 2 terabyte option. I gotta say the color on the box is actually pretty close. You can't really get the shininess. One downside to the new iPhones is it's eSIM only, so you don't get a physical SIM card. Okay, definitely a little different than I was thinking. Nice braided cable, and that's pretty much it. Only 2 pieces of paper, so they've really slimmed down what comes in the box. Here's just a quick size comparison against the iPhone 16. It's definitely a little bit thicker, pretty much the same width, just a hair taller. I don't know if it's just me, but almost looks like they offset the buttons a little more, and the camera control button as well. Like it's just a hair to the right now. Right here sort of looks like a peach orange, but then here almost looks like maybe a tangerine. Definitely looks like almost a copper color, obviously more orange. Definitely not the same orange as my Galaxy Watch Ultra. Okay, new welcome screen there. I don't know if it's just me, but the bezels on here seem a little bit smaller than I remember. Now the official orange silicone case actually looks a little more orange than the actual phone. Definitely looks pretty good in person though. Plus has that nice silicone soft touch material. Probably just enough screen protection all the way around. Looks like they also have the holes on the bottom for that new strap. I can't see too many people using one of those. I guess it's nice to have options though. Of course you still have camera control on there. I'd be curious to see how many people are using that. Of course you have the action button, which you've got a lot of different stuff that you can do. I feel like silent mode still makes the most sense. Not really sure about this new design yet. I would imagine most people will get used to it. Just not sure if I like it as much as the previous version. I feel like the software is still pretty similar to the previous versions. I think screen quality on here looks pretty good. Pretty similar to the previous iPhone 16. Here's what the benchmark results are for the 17 Pro, which seem to be pretty good. Surprisingly, my Galaxy S25 Plus is actually a little higher on multi-core scores. Over 45,000 for the GPU score. You can see that's even higher than the previous 16 Pro Max. So of course you're going to be able to play pretty much any game in the App Store without too much effort. I know just playing Asphalt Legends Unite and PUBG Mobile, it plays both of those pretty smooth at the highest settings possible. They're also saying up to 33 hours of video playback instead of 27. And then of course it has MagSafe wireless charging up to 25 watts. I also ran my typical battery drain test at 100% screen brightness and it lasted about 12 hours, which is pretty good. Although I will mention the iPhone 16 lasted about 4 hours longer and has a smaller battery. So not sure if it's because of the higher refresh rate or what, but definitely not what I was expecting. However, that is still 2 hours longer than the Pixel 10 Pro XL that I just tested recently. So still pretty good for battery life. I feel like the speakers on here sound pretty good. Probably not as good as the Pro Max, but still not bad considering the size of the phone. Here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what it sounds like compared to the iPhone 16. They've also upgraded the telephoto lens on the back from 12 to 48 megapixels. So each lens on the back is 48 megapixels. Also on the front camera, it's went from 12 megapixels up to 18. Also has center stage, which can automatically adjust between portrait and landscape. So you don't actually have to turn your phone, which could actually come in handy. Inside the camera app, you've got time lapse, slow-mo, cinematic, video, photo. You also have dual capture, flash, exposure, action. You can also go up to 4K resolution, 120 frames per second. It looks like pretty good quality, at least in my studio lighting. Here's a few quick samples just to give you an idea of what to expect from the new iPhone 17 Pro. Not sure if you can tell from these clips, but pretty nice camera quality as expected. I'm not sure if that's a huge surprise considering that's usually the case with most iPhones that I've tested. I think most people are gonna like this new design along with the new improvements over the previous versions. I still don't think I'm sold on the new software design, but it may just come down to personal preference and whether you need the bigger Pro Max size, or I feel like a lot of people could save quite a bit by going with the regular iPhone 17 because that one seems like it's a pretty nice upgrade over the iPhone 16. If you like phones, tablets, and other tech, I've got a lot more stuff that I'm working on as usual, so keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.